welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to finish up my Explode the Code reviews for you. So if you're interested in hearing about book 3 and book 4, stay tuned. Okay, so I'm going to start with book number 3, and both of the ones I have, 3 and 4, are the older version. So I'd expect if you order the new one, there's a little bit of updating, but not anything probably major has gone on. And this is the book that Everett finished out the year of phonics with. This book 3. And it is all about the silent E words. We did digraphs, SH, TH, WH, CH, TCH, NG, and CK. And then it reviewed those digraphs with the silent E vowels. And then we did vowel digraphs, EE and EA, AI and AY, and OA and OW. So that is what it did. It also includes a post-test at the end. So it starts off, it does have a few rules that they learn, just learning what long vowels are. So it goes through that, identifying the long vowels, learning the rule about when a vowel is at the end, it says its name. So very similar to the last books that I've reviewed for you in that the format, you know, they have some circling things. They are reading he or hen, yes or yo-yo, no or net. So just practicing those reading skills and recognizing the one that matches. This is a read, write, and exit. On the new book, it probably has circle it. That was one difference we found. So it's just kind of going through that as it's introducing these concepts. This one is match it and write it. So you read the words at the top and then find where they go at the bottom. This is a yes or no questions. Can a sled fly in the sky? No. Can he fry an egg in a pan? Yes. Just kind of does that. Then it's teaching them that when you have a silent E at the end, it is making that vowel say its name. So work on that. And then this is circle the vowel. They're identifying the vowels. X out the silent E. So it goes through those. And just keeps basically repeating through those. So I will show you. Get to the beginning of a lesson. Oh, here we go. So this is lesson 4. So it's circle the one that matches the picture, read and circle the correct one, read it, write it, and exit. Then they'll have this where they're getting a little bit more independent with matching. This is spell it and write it. So they circle it, circle the letters that go in it and write them down. Then they have back to yes, no questions. So it's just gonna, and then this is sentences they read and they X the right one that matches the picture. Then by the time you get to the end of a unit, they are letting you spell the words yourself. Then down here also they have like the half books, and it does go through as you're going through. It tells you for further practice on this, see book 3.5 pages 9 through 16. So they do have those little notes in there. This is when we got into the digraphs. It does the same thing. And I think I've shared before that sometimes if it's one that has 2 pages that are going to be writing words out, I usually would let him skip ahead and just do one that has something simple like this combined with one that has writing. And then we would eventually catch up. Every now and then he would have to do one with 2 pages of writing, but he is not into writing, so this is right up his alley. To just have the bare minimum to have to write. So yeah, that's book number 3. That's what it covers, and it's pretty straightforward, especially if you've watched my other reviews, and I'll link those for you around here somewhere. And then this was his post-test. You dictate sentences, and they have to read the sentence and fill in the word, and then read the paragraph and figure out what they're talking about. That's that one. And this is book 4. Oh, let me tell you what this covers. This is going to cover compound words, common endings, full, ing, est, ed, and ness. syllable division between double consonants, syllable division between different consonants. Then they have a review, open and closed syllables, syllable division with open syllables, syllable division with closed syllables, syllable division with syllables ending in Y and then ending in LE. Then vowel digraph syllables AI, AY, EA, EE, OA, and OW. So those are some of the vowels we learned in book 3. We're going to use them in book 4 as we go through. And then 3-syllable words. Okay? So it's starting out is teaching them how to divide, or teaching them what a compound word is, and then they're going to find what the word is and make a line to separate them. Then it's going to be this very similar. They're going to circle the one that matches the picture, spell it, and write it. So this time they're circling the words that make, the 2 words that make the compound word. Then just very similar. It's getting a little bit harder as far as they don't have lines for the words anymore, or the letters anymore. They just have to spell the whole thing. It might be different in the new book, but that's what this one is. Read, write, and exit. And this is yes or no questions. Now this is new. This is read the sentence and fill in the blank. Similar to what they did when they had to read the word and fill in the blank, or match the picture. Now they're going to be doing more reading. This one is same thing. Read the sentence, X out the one that's correct. Then this one is write the words. And they've taken away the little, what do you call it? I don't know what do you even call that? The thing that has the dotted line. Now we just have a line. So they're going to write it like that. So yeah, this is just going to be working on endings. Very similar to the other format, just a little bit older as far as the skill level goes. So yeah. And then, oh, here's some new skills. Oh, this is learning about open and closed syllables. So they're explaining that. So they're going to draw the face. If it's open, you're going to draw an O. If it's closed, you're going to draw a smile. So maybe a few new skills we're going to learn in here. But the basic format is going to stay the same throughout. So yeah. And then I'll show you the teacher's manual. And I did not use this year, but in hindsight, I kind of wish I would have. So, because it does have some really good activities, and I feel like if you use them, your student is probably going to pick up what they're doing in the books better. And I have a friend that has used these, and she said she feels like maybe boys are a little bit just slower to pick up on these things than girls are. My particular student is just a reluctant. He doesn't show what he knows very well. I think he understands more than he likes to let on. That's just his personality. So this just gives you some things to do as you're working through the lessons. It's just really extra, targeting certain skills, phonemic awareness, phonics, explain new vocabulary as it comes up, complete the lesson pages. Then it tells you about word automaticity. Yeah, whatever. You know, it has some things like if in hindsight I would have done this, I would have done the writing part, which we didn't do, which is basically you dictate sentences to them and they write them down. I probably wouldn't do all 5, but maybe 2 a day or something, just to get that practice. And yeah, so that is this. It's just, it has some really good information in here that, especially if you have someone who isn't picking it up as well, this would benefit them. Hindsight, you know, in hindsight, I think this would have been a good idea for us. So starting with the next book, we will definitely do this. And I'm actually thinking about going through book 3.5 with him. And I will probably do these lessons, like some of these writing things and everything with him so that he can get more practice. So that is my plan on that. Okay, so that's my review. That's what the inside of the books look like. And my plan for next year with these is this. The girls are going to be in kindergarten. Everett's going to be in 2nd grade. But, so the girls have just completed book 1. Everett has just completed book 3. So in the fall, we are all going to do book 2. Because I really feel like Everett, he just has trouble with blends. When he's reading, he either leaves out the second letter in blend words, or when he's reading a word that's not a blend, sometimes he just throws in an extra letter to make a blend that's not there. So, we're really going to just hammer blends in the fall all together, and then in the spring, I'm going to have him do book 3.5 because I just really don't feel like he got a lot of the vowel combinations. Those are just confusing. They're just confusing. Why do we have so many vowel combinations? Why? Don't know why, but we have them, so we're going to learn them. We're really going to just try to get them down. So he's going to do book 3.5 in the fall. In the spring. The girls are going to do book 1.5 because really I didn't plan for them to do book 1 yet. I planned for them to do that in kindergarten, and we just kind of zoomed through it in pre-K. So we're going to go back. I feel like by the time we do book 2, it probably won't hurt to review the skills that they learned in book 1 before we move on the next year in first grade to books 3 and book 4 for them. And I'm also going to really start doing like a visual charts, okay? Because that's something we were lacking this year, which I really wish I would have done with Everett. Would have been like have a vowel digraph chart, and every day we do phonics, go over what these particular combinations say. Hindsight, I was kind of like trying to keep my head above water this year, and school was a big time fight a lot of the time for us. So next year, hopefully we will just all be on the same page and can really work on this like as a family team, work on it together, learn the blends and really get them down and solidified, and let's solidify what we learned in the previous books, and then we'll move on. So in the next year, the girls would be doing book 3 and book 4. Everett would be doing, by that time, book 4 and probably book 5. So, yeah, that is my tentative plan, and this is my review, and I hope you liked it. If you did, give it some love. And thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, do it. Why not? Okay, see y'all later.